The second time it happened, I had told the person that was in the room with me, I said, can you just let me die? And she was like, you can't die. You have to keep fighting. And I was like, I can't do it anymore. And then I flatlined again. And then it happened again. And then I came back. And it was a short little doctor. He came in there and I was I literally was bleeding out. They couldn't stop the bleeding.
People prove this, and people that prove this, one of them was Jesus. Jesus said the dead bury the dead. The other one was the Egyptians, right? Because you can watch this. You're already dead. This is reality. Everything on this plane is already dead.
The streets unplugged. You know we got to plug the streets in because the streets ain't been plugged in a while. I swear to God, my mama.
You know what I'm saying? And you can do that. I actually passed away twice.
I know that's fact. Did you notice they realize this? When people have near-death experiences, when they come back, they don't have the same DNA. Yeah, fucked you up.
I flatlined twice. Or 3 times.
Did you check your DNA after?
I haven't been the same since.
But yeah, exactly. Every time you came back, you had to do different DNA. Every time you came back, you were a different person. But you have different realities of yourself all going at the same time. And when you had a near-death experience that came back to this reality, you came back as a different person with different DNA. Go get your DNA tested right now. I guarantee you there's a new DNA in your body right now. The scientists prove this with the blue brain experiment that they're doing. They put a blue light on your brain and they see it, and they can determine that based on the fact that they see people after they die have different reality visions. And they looked at their brain and they figured out why.
I do feel like my life changed a lot.
It did, because
it was after I had my son. I actually flatlined 3 times. I experienced death having my son, giving birth.
What happened? When did you know you was dead?
No, I was dead.
Did you have any kind of awareness?
Yeah. So basically, like, I was out of my, like, I can see me laying on, like, they were trying to like stop the bleeding, and they couldn't stop the bleeding. So I was trying to talk to everybody in the hospital room. And all I kept saying was, please don't let him take my kids. Please don't let him take my kids. And I was talking about my children's father.
Yeah, while you was looking at that?
Yeah, but I was trying to get like the people in the hospital, in the hospital room, to hear me say, like, please don't let him take my kids. Please don't let him take my kids. That's all I cared about was my kids. And I just had my son, but they couldn't stop the bleeding. I had 2 blood transfusions. This happened 1, 2, the second time it happened, I had told the person that was in the room with me, I said, can you just let me die? And she was like, you can't die. You have to keep fighting. And I was like, I can't do it anymore. And then I flatlined again. And then it happened again. And then I came back. And it was a short little doctor. He came in there and I was I literally was bleeding out. They couldn't stop the bleeding.
What if I told you never came back? Let me tell you this what happened. Did you know this happened right here, right? When you die, they said this, when you die for like 7 minutes, your brain is still firing off. It's still playing back old memories. And I'm asking you a question. If you go sleep for 7 minutes, how long could that dream last? It'd be a long fucking time. You could be a child and live a whole life in a dream in 7 minutes. So I'm telling you right now, you already dead. And listen, people prove this, and people that prove this, one of them was Jesus. Jesus said the dead bury the dead. The other one was the Egyptians, right? Because you can watch this. You're already dead. This is reality. Everything on this plane is already dead. And it's crazy that you can recognize that. But people don't see that. People don't they don't recognize the reality they live in, but the good thing about it, you have faced death, so for you, it's nothing to fear. A lot of people live their life afraid of death, so then they scared, they live life walking on their tippy toes. But once you have no fear of death, it's nothing they can fear you with.
Yeah, no, I don't fear death.
Of course, because you know it's nothing. No, it's not no truth.
It's not what people make it out to be and how they portray it in the movies. It's not like that.
No, it ain't. I won't say, when you say death is peaceful, people get crazy because they don't like peace. People like chaotic, but death is not peaceful.
It's not peaceful.
It's not peaceful, but people think it's peaceful.
It wasn't peaceful because I kept saying, don't let him take my children.
Exactly. So
that was a worry for me.
No, that what brought you back, because you have no children. The attachment. Listen, the idea of having children is good. The idea, because I know you're a woman, it's going to be hard to explain this to you, but let me try. The idea of having a woman is great. The idea of having a child is even better, because this is come from you. This is your lineages, whatever the fuck they call this word. But an idea is just an experience. It's you learning how to manipulate energy, how to grow up energy, how to conduct shit, how to be fruitful and multiply. Multiply your knowledge, multiply what you know. You are the divine feminine, meaning you like the earth. You know how the earth, you get the roses and shit, the sun hit them, they stand there, they look beautiful, and they grow and they blossom, but then they can spread all over. You are like that. You do your offsprings like that. They spread from stillness and from the knowledge that you give them. You know what I'm saying? I think that people understand that. So when they cut off the branch, you can't really get mad, because they are everything They never leave. You never leave. You are always here. Everything is you. A lot of hard to explain it to a woman because women don't want to hear that. But the attachment in life where people get people stuck in this realm. They had a thing when, back in the days the Egyptians did. Right before you, don't be afraid. Right before you die, they at the afterlife they'll take you to the thing and they'll weigh it, have a weighment. And if you thinking about kids, family, anything that is earth, you automatically come back to another body. So I'm telling you, you came back to another body, but they gave you your same one. I'm telling you for real. I'm telling you for real, right?
No, I believe you because after all of that happened, I think I was in surgery or whatever. They were trying to stop it for like 12 hours. The nurse came in the next day. They had to put me on like a breathing machine. I wouldn't say life support, but I was definitely on a machine because they had to monitor my heart. And the nurse came in and she said, "You're a miracle, Mom, because you were supposed to be dead."
Now, you chose to stay here and
I
raise.
didn't choose because I told them to I'm cool. Every time they brought me back, like I was like, this is too much on me. But then when I like died, I was just so worried about my kids. I was like, I cannot let him take my kids.
That's what happens. I'm telling you, when you die, any attachments that you have to this realm pulls you back. And that's what they figured out. Now, listen, I tell people this all the time.
Is this scientifically proven?
It's scientifically proven, and it's spiritually proven, and it's proven in the Bible. The Bible ain't nothing but telling you, breaking down science, and people want to use it differently. But I'm saying, if you look at this reality, you understand what this reality do, you can't attach to it because nothing is physically real. Everything here is a idea. But it's a beautiful thing because we haven't experienced it. So I'm not telling people you have kids, don't treat them like kids. Have the experience of having a child. But if something happens to that child, don't experience the loss. You don't have to experience the loss because nothing never ever leaves. You keep the memory in your head about the child. It's the same thing. Like I haven't seen my mom in a long time. I keep the memory in my head, top right here of my mother. So I see her all the time. When I think about her, I see her, right? And she's still breathing, right? And if she was dead, the same memories would be in my head. They can't take the memories away from your head when somebody died. Right? Because people don't die. Energy just transfer. Look, that's a crazy story. I never knew that happened, right?
But wait, I have a question. So my son was born on March 3rd, 2020. The same day as my father.
Your son could be your father.
All over again.
Yeah, he could be your father.
And my father's name is Jesus.
Yeah, your son could be your father. And your son, if you talk to him early on in his life, he probably gave away clues to make you determine that this is my father.
No, for sure. And I always call him like my angel baby, my spiritual baby.
Right.
Because I remember one day before like my life ended up being how it is now, he was like, "Mom," just randomly, we were in downtown Sacramento this a couple years ago. He's like, "Mom, God's gonna make you famous if you listen to the angels." Just randomly, he said that, and I was like, and mind you, I had just got uncovering the EBK Osama story.
He ain't lied. You right. you right here now, and children know everything. And listen, I'm gonna say this: that could be your father, right? Because we just swap out bodies at the same time. We swap out shells. The same spirits are here if they don't do the life right. And a lot of times, your father probably loved you so much he had to come back, and now he your son.
He's still here.
No, he your son. No, I'm telling you, everything is here. It never leaves, and he could not leave you, so he came back to be with you, and he came back to be your son. The problem is now he forgot. He wanted you so bad, he forgot who he was. A lot of people don't understand this, and a lot of people will never understand this, but hopefully you understand this.